Hey, welcome back to another episode of Feed My Muse. Hey, if you know anything about the show, we've been kicking out some bangers, man. And today, we wouldn't have anything less. So we're gonna be doing some Nashville Hot Birria Tacos. That's right, I said Nashville Hot Birria Tacos. Bitch said, Courtney, how you gonna do that? Stay tuned, let's see. All right, so in today's episode, we're doing Birria Tacos, but just not any Birria Tacos. We're doing Nashville Hot Birria Tacos. Courtney, how you gonna do that, man? How you gonna merge that kind of flavor? So basically, I make my own Nashville Hot seasoning. So it's brown sugar, it's cayenne, it's a habanero, chili powder, smoked paprika. I mean, the works. Talking about flavor pack right here, it's gonna give you all that good stuff. The sweet, the heat, the mild, all of that good stuff. All right, so Birria Tacos is basically stewed meat. They take the meat out of it, and then they strain the stock, and that's the Birria sauce. So it's like a tomato consommé. And consommé is basically just broth, right? Just kind of strained broth. But you gotta make sure you get flavor in it. And then we doing it with jackfruit. Jackfruit, nature's meat right there, man. It don't get any meatier than that when it comes to a fruit, a vegetable, or anything like that. So we're gonna be using that because it shreds nice, shreds like pork, and then you can make it taste like whatever you want it to taste like, right? So I'm about to start building these flavors, okay? So we start with a little bit of oil, skillet. This is a little canola oil. So what I want to do with these onions though, I want to keep it kind of whole. So I'm not gonna just dice it up because I want to kind of get some real flavor in that thing, right? So I'm going in the whole onion. Right? So now we're not gonna really eat those onions. We're just gonna use them for flavor. All right, so we also gonna go in with some dried chilies. All this is just flavor building. So we just bringing out all those aromatics. If y'all can smell it right now, it already smells like something serious. All right. And so while we're doing it, I'm gonna go ahead and start breaking down some jackfruit. I'll start breaking down some jackfruit before we get into the rest of it. So with the jackfruit, what we don't want the seeds, right? We want all these fibrous pieces, but we don't want these little seed things that come in. All right, so we good to go. Take the seeds out. We want to keep them as kind of whole because you want them to break up once we put it in this liquid. All right, so basically we want to get like a char on these onions, right? It's gonna pull out a lot of flavor. Hey, that thing tried to get me, man. Stop playing with me. All right, so next thing we're gonna add in our vegetable stock. And I just used a vegetable stock from Whole Foods. You can use it with any one you want, and it don't matter. I'm gonna let that go a little bit. So the main thing is we wanna be trying to get in that flavor. All right, so in building this soup, in building this broth, right? The traditional way is using this annatto, right? And so annatto is just, it comes from the annatto seed. They put some cinnamon in it. They put cloves in it. They put all these like real nice, spicy aromatics in there. And so we're gonna use a little bit, and it also gives it that bright red color that you like to see when when you eat birria, all right? Now this stuff stains your fingers, so I'm gonna use, and it's full of stuff right here, man. They also use tomato as well. Just gonna let this sit in there, cook down, let it boil up. All right, so I also wanna add some fresh tomatoes as well. Just keep them chunky, no special technique. Because again, we're gonna strain all of this, right? You can smell this right now. You be in heaven, baby. All right, so I want to make sure that, remember, ours is going to be Nashville Hot, right? So with the Nashville Hot, we're going to take our spice blend right here, and we're just going to add some of our spice blend right in. Because we want the flavor, right? We want the heat. All right, so I'm going to add a little cinnamon because I want to just really kick that spice up. And that cinnamon, you got to be careful. It'll overpower everything we're doing. All right, so I'm going to add some cilantro in. I know you probably at home, if you done Birria Tacos, you're thinking like, no, what are you doing, man? I'm doing my thing. Guarantee you. And we ain't skipping on flavor. Again, we're going to strain all this down anyway. Just want to get that good flavor in there. All right, so we got the stock going, but we also want to make sure that this jackfruit takes on the flavor that we want it to, right? So we're just gonna start putting it in there, and we're gonna let it braise and cook right in there as well. And then we're gonna pluck it out, all right? Once we get it out, then we'll be able to cook it off to the side, but the flavor will already be inside. Hey, if y'all can smell what I'm smelling right now, you wouldn't be sitting down right now. You'd be getting your plate. That's what you'd be doing. All right, so it's been about 15 to 20 minutes. Everything is simmered down. The flavors are marrying. The onions are coming together, caramelized, and just kind of soaking up all that liquid. The tomatoes are cooked all the way down. Everything is looking like it's supposed to look, right? So now what we want to do is start to take the jackfruit out, right? We want to take the jackfruit out so we can cook it separately. Just get a little bit of oil going right there so we can cook it separately. And we'll start plucking this jackfruit out. So we actually about to start browning this, and it's gonna start looking like some pulled pork. So just a side note, this is my first time cooking this dish. Cooking it like this. Normally I'll do like a little quick version, but I said to myself, am I up for the challenge? Is my muse up for the challenge in terms of tasting, right? I think she is. You know, I haven't let her down yet. And she already told me if I do let her down, she gonna let me and y'all know that it wasn't hitting on that. I doubt that happens though. It's already looking like some nice pulled something. Alright, so I've gotten most of that jackfruit out. A few more pieces floating around because I was on mine. Alright, cool. So we're gonna let this keep going. Should be alright. I'm gonna start breaking this up. Alright, so I'm getting ready to take a little bit of my Nashville Hot or Houston Hot mixture. I'm gonna sprinkle some of that in there. It's already got heat. It's already got real nice flavor. So we're gonna add that to kind of sweeten it up a little bit. And I'm gonna kick it up with a little bit of lime. So I guarantee you, like the smells that's going on in this kitchen right now, the feeling, hey, the heat is on. I'm feeling a little spicy around the collar. So we're gonna let this go. We want this to kind of brown. We want it to like crisp up a little bit. We want it to be hitting on something. All right, so while we're doing that, our other food over here, this our consommé and broth is cooking down. So we're actually about to get ready to strain it, all right? I'm gonna mash more of that out and get the juices mashed out of there. Mash it. Don't get it out of there. Because all of the flavor, and you know, I had a right mind to blend this just to really get all the flavors, but I said, nah, they probably ain't ready for that. And then I'm also gonna cook it a little bit more too, because I want to get some extra flavor in there, all right? So I really want this thing to really be like a Nashville Hot burrito. The baby. Ooh, spicy. But I like it. Alright. Alright, so while this is cooking again, we can go ahead and add a little bit more of our, yeah, we adding that. Yeah. So it's gonna be, remember, it's got some sweet too. So it's like sweet heat. Alright? It ain't all hot, guaranteed. Oh yeah, now look at that color right there. That's what we looking for. That is what we looking for, right? All right, so what we doing that though? So while this is cooking, we getting more flavor incorporated. It's bubbling up nice. It's gonna be nice and thick, so it's gonna be a perfect dipping sauce. All right, so we're about to get our tortillas ready. The jackfruit is almost to the point we want it to be. The consistency, the brown, the color. And so now, I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna add it to a bowl. I'm gonna make this thing real easy for y'all, okay? I'm gonna add it to a bowl, right? And we're gonna use this same skillet with all of the residue, all of the Birria residue, because we need that. And so I'm just gonna make it real easy for y'all. I'm gonna add the cheese right into the mixture. Now this cheese, I mean, you can use any vegan cheese that you like. This is Gaia. Instead of ladling each individual one, all you gotta do is take a little bit, put it there. So now you got your cheese, you got your jackfruit, got everything evenly mixed. It's gonna be delicious. So you don't wanna overstuff these things, right? You overstuff them, man, even though it look like, hey, I want as much as you can fit in it, it don't fit. And when it don't fit, I mean, it just don't cook right. It's spilling all over the side. It's just not good for the presentation. And I like to do these, you know, all at once, so that way I'm not just overworking myself and then I can't eat my food on the counter trying to make everything separately. So now all we gotta do is cook it, baby. So we're going back in with just a little smidge of oil. All right. This thing around. This skillet is hot. And then guess what else we're gonna go do? We're gonna take this thing. We'll dip it just like that. All right. So normally you'll see these done with corn tortillas so they get an extra crisp, extra char. But personally, I like flour. All right. So it's pretty much your prerogative. You do it however you want to do it. Look at that beautiful thing right there. Also, we're gonna go ahead and take some more Nashville Hot seasoning, sprinkle that bad boy over the top of it. Just gonna wave some of that thing. Oh yeah, that beautiful thing right there. Wave. Just transfer that. All right, so hey, it's the best time of the day, best time of the series, and it's feeding time, baby. So it's time for me to feed my muse. Chaz, come on, let's get this thing going. All right, so we have the Nashville Hot Birria Tacos.
Now I was watching and it's looking pretty hot. You know my spice level ain't that.
No. You doing me? I got you. Right? Believe in me. Believe in me, baby.
I'ma keep it real.
Let's go. Go ahead, get you.
If it's too hot, I'm gonna let y'all.
Go ahead, get you. Don't be scared.
I mean, it's nothing I can't handle. I'll say that.
Okay, good. So then I think
if you like spice, this is great.
She's still eating, right?
It's got flavor now. It got the flavor.
Make sure y'all try the dish out. Make sure y'all let me know how it turned out for y'all. If it was good for you, if it was too spicy for you. Remember, you can dial your own spice down. Go ahead and do that. But let us know how it turned out, man. Y'all go ahead and subscribe, hit like, all the other stuff, and tune in. Bye.
As I chew.